It's the mad rush to buy Target's limited edition Wicked Stanley Cups.
There were people screaming, like, get your hand off of this. There was cursing.
Right here.
Everyone was just running around going crazy trying to snatch them out of hand.
That's $3,000 in this video. $3,000 on water bottles.
These are my Stanley Cup must-haves. My Stanley gets a bit cold, so I got socks and a matching scarf for the winter.
These cups attach to the side of your Stanley lid so you have a perfect spot for your favorite dipping sauces.
Just put the dip on the counter. Tray on our water bottles. 6 of the same water bottle. $150 for that tiny bag. For your Stanley? What? This is a topic that I've been wanting to kind of rant about for some time now. I personally am a Yeti girl. Let me know down below. Are you Yeti, Stanley, Hydro Flask, whatever else water bottles out there? I just personally cannot see myself getting a Stanley, mainly because of the craziness I'm about to show you. This. Because of what I see on TikTok. Okay, this is why I don't want to be known as a Stanley girl. Now, you obviously don't have to be this extreme when it comes to a Stanley, but we're gonna go through the extremes today. Obviously, you can spend your money however you please. You can get whatever you want for your Stanley Cup, okay? We're gonna talk about it because it's fun, and it's just, when I watch these, I'm just blown away. Let me remind y'all before we get into this video, this is a cup for water, a water bottle. Okay, with that being said, let's get into the Stanley cult on TikTok. Can I say that? Is that okay? Let's get into the Stanley overconsumption that I see on TikTok. Where do I even begin? How about we start with the pack my Stanley cup with me? Because I've seen so many of these and some of them are like extreme. I've seen pack my Stanley to the movies, to go on a walk, to give birth.
Packing my Stanley to give birth. My water just broke, so I need to be fast. A pacifier so my baby never cries. A pad because it's gonna get really messy down there. We're starting screen time early, so this is for the baby. And lastly, to pamper myself, a mask.
I don't know if y'all have seen the herds of people that run into the store to get these Stanleys. It's insane. That looks like a nightmare to me. And I've seen people wait in line for these things.
The mad rush to buy Target's limited edition Wicked Stanley Cups.
I was not expecting it to be like a stampede.
Colleen said hers were the only kids in line.
There were people screaming, like, get your hand off of this. There was cursing. There was like shoving.
Right here.
Everyone was just running around going crazy trying to snatch them out of hand.
People are camping outside Target at 4 a.m. for the Starbucks Stanley Cups.
For a water bottle? No, could not be me. Okay, we'll start with the Christmas one just because this sparked this video. Pack my Stanley for a dog walk. The absolute most. First of all, let's break this down. I hate it in these videos that they're squeezing out the product, like the lip gloss, for example. She also did it for, what was it, lotion? Why are we wasting product? First of all, we don't need to be doing that. With all of these, your water bottle, your Stanley, does not need a little purse on it. That would drive me insane to have something on my water bottle like that. Like, I get that it carries your little essentials, but like pockets, a purse, and why do we need a notepad and everything to take your dog for a walk? Like, the only thing that I can wrap my head around here is like obviously water and hand sanitizer, because if you're picking up your dog's crap, that's nice to have. Everything else, it's too much. For me, I only bring dog bags. That's it. And I don't even see doggy bags in this video. Could you imagine? They're like a little keychain sometimes, right? Like mine's a little bone keychain. Clipping that onto your water bottle. This is the same girl. Are y'all seeing this? It's a little pouch that looks like a crock on your Stanley. Be for real. She's 5. She doesn't need all of this. If you get her a little Barbie water bottle, she's gonna be just as happy. Also, this thing is like super heavy for a 5-year-old, no? There's a lot going on here. Yeah, because apparently we need custom ice cubes for our Stanleys. The whole point of a water bottle is to, you know, save the planet, to reduce the use of plastic. Why are we pouring a Dasani into a bottle? I understand if you don't have filtered water at home, get a giant jug of water, of distilled water. Like I used to get these when I lived in an apartment with my sister. Now I have like the big jugs of water, so I fill my Yeti with that. If you don't have filtered water like that, get a big jug, or you could get, what is it called, a Bretta, some sort of filtered water that isn't this little Dasani water bottle, because that defeats the whole purpose of a reusable water bottle. Does anyone have purses nowadays? This creator has so many of these videos out there. And so I went onto her page and saw this. She has a restocking station for these videos. Just watch. Okay, I wanted you to just watch that full thing first. I just want to know, is it normal to have that many AirPods? I don't even have one pair, but I'm pretty sure they're reusable, right? Why do we need 4? Sure, get another set if you lose one. That's personally why I don't have AirPods, because I would definitely lose them. But why do we have that many? It's not like they're 20 bucks. That was just wild to me. I had to include that in this video because I needed to show y'all that so you could react with me. Please let me know what you think about that down below. What on earth is going on? Why do we need the whole snack tray on it? Guys, I'm about to show you so many videos with the little snack tray on the cup. It reminds me of this little snack cup that I used to have. It was like on infomercials and stuff. Snackies, that's what it was called. But I read a comment that was like, imagine smelling the food as you're taking a drink of water. That's gross. I personally wouldn't want to be smelling Doritos as I'm drinking my water. To go to the movies. Is it only the movie theaters that I go to we're not allowed to bring outside food in theater? I know they don't care that much, the workers, but like typically you'd be hiding your stash in like pockets and such. If you go into the theater with like a full-on Stanley loaded like this, Are they gonna let you in? I know I wouldn't let you in. Strictly because it's a Stanley loaded up like this. If someone behind you had a big bag of Cheetos that I could visibly see, I'm letting them pass. But I'm not letting this fly. There's cake and everything on this thing. There's no way you're going to the movies like this. Everything's gonna fall off. If you mean going to the movies in your living room, then okay. I would be embarrassed to go to the movies like this. And I don't get embarrassed easily. Here's another one. Me and you both know she's not going to the movies. She's not going to the movies with us. Someone said at this point, just put a projector on the Stanley and watch a movie at home. Truthfully though, that's all that's left. Have a whole projector for the Stanley. Pack my Stanley to sit in the car alone and scroll. Okay. Again, more custom ice cubes that we definitely don't need. Like I saw online, they had heart-shaped ones. Cute. If you have just extra cash laying around, sure. I get it that maybe the purpose is that it will hold more water. We don't need all shapes and sizes though. Again, with the Dasani water, 2 of them. What is the point? Okay. Clear sponsorship of Bloom, but watch. She puts her greens and stuff in it, and then she just loads it up her little food tray with candy. I mean, it's all about balance. Okay. Why do we need a brand new pair of underwear to go for a walk? How long of a walk is this? For how many days are we going? I don't think we need to be applying new blush on our walk as well. Pads too, like where are we changing our pads on a walk? I don't know. The only thing I see essential in this is the AirPods. Oh my gosh, not the little snack tray. Girl, where are you going? And are you coming back ever? I do not need any of this when I go for a walk. I don't know about y'all. Is this not unpractical? Like I feel like all the snacks would just fall off of the tray, you know? It's pretty full. Are we sailing the 7 seas or what? Our water bottles don't need to be a whole backpack. Your water bottle does not need charms or a little backpack on it. When I was younger, I probably had a $5 water bottle with one of those like rubbery straws. You know what I'm talking about? Realistically, this is what you need for a walk with your Stanley.
Pack my Stanley with me for my walk. Ice. And done. Notice how I just filled my Stanley with ice and water and nothing else because I don't need a billion different things to go on a walk, let alone on my water bottle.
There you go. I just thought we should ground ourselves for a second there. Who is doing this hunover? Not the mini Stanley holding the meds. The little clip-on to hold a vape. Who's gonna tell her this is crazy? This is doing the absolute most. This is what these people be looking like for real. Can we just appreciate the amount of effort that went into this video though? All of this made out of paper and tape. got all the beauty products and everything in there. Incredible. Honestly impressed by this video. But she missed the custom Stanley ice. Can't forget that.
These are my Stanley Cup must-haves. My Stanley gets a bit cold, so I got it socks and a matching scarf for the winter. It's fuzzy and so cute. Next, the Stanley needs a backpack to carry all of its essentials. I placed the lip balm and it fit perfectly.
The Stanley is getting ready for school, y'all. Why are we treating the Stanley like it's a child?
My Stanley needs daily facials. This is a must. Finally, I need a way to carry it, so I bought a strap and look how cute it is. It's so light and does not cause back problems.
That's really how people be acting though in these videos. Like, she's really not exaggerating with this. These Stanley Cups be living a better life than me. Maybe I'm just jealous of the Stanley Cups because I want to be treated the same way.
Pack my Stanley with me. I'm gonna go on a walk and I'm only bringing my absolute necessities. Blue painter's tape is my favorite thing to use to pack my Stanley. I know they make like little bags you can attach to it. I just think this is much more convenient to like tape whatever you want on there. That way you're not, you know, restricted to what will fit in like a little bag. So I bring my iPod. Self-explanatory. I love to listen to music as I do my walks. Since I have my garden gummy, I might want a snack, and if I have a snack, I'm definitely going to cover it in Taco Bell sauce. I do a double tape layer reinforcement just to make sure everything stays in place, and then on my long charging cord, I tie on a chapstick, a Tide to Go stick, because if I'm eating Taco Bell sauce, I'm going to spill on myself. My antidepressants, those are very important. I bring my son along with me. I tuck him right into the sauce. And here is my Stanley all ready to go with my absolute necessities.
Amazing. This is the type of stuff I want to see on my For You page. Okay, can we talk about the snack trays? Because they're really out of control. Now, I will say, I can see one of these things being handy, but it being on a $60 water bottle for the 40 ounce, which is what is shown in a lot of these. We don't need the $60 water bottles to do this. The thing that I'm about to show you, they'll put their ice cream in it, their ice cream in the Stanley Cup to keep it cold, and then put the tray on it, and around there's little snacks. I see the vision. What I'm trying to get at though is it's not a need. And I've been seeing some of the things like Amazon must-haves for the Stanley, and those are included in it. It's not a need. It's not a must-have. If you have cash laying around for it and it's a want for you, sure. That's how it is for all of these. We're just watching these for the giggles. This, for example, and the wording, restock my Stanley. I don't want to be smelling Chick-fil-A as I'm taking a drink of water. The dips on the lid like that, it's a no from me. I've seen them for everything. McDonald's, Wendy's. Restock my Wendy's. Isn't it more like plating your Wendy's? You gotta restock every time it's out? I don't know. Like, can't we just use a plate? Maybe. It's just too much for me. It's so goofy. Now, here's the one that I can wrap my head around, okay? Minus the charms. Also, it hitting the bottle, would that not drive you crazy? The sound of that? I don't know why this one is different to me than the fast food. Maybe because I just genuinely don't want to be smelling fast food when I'm taking a sip out of my water.
This is one of the most pointless products I've seen yet, and you don't need it. Just eat snacks out of the packaging they come in or use a dish you already have. Nobody needs more plastic junk.
Exactly. Overconsumption. If you have a Stanley already, this is smart, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get a Stanley to do this. You know what I mean? Because they're not cheap, but I could just use a bowl. So I'm going to continue to use a bowl. That looks like it'll just make a mess. Oh, here's another holiday one. She had dill pickle seasoning for her fries? Where's she from? It's in France? Catch me moving to France. What kind of McFlurry is that? Okay, so you get the idea of the whole restocking with the food trays. So let's just move on to the other crazy Stanley accessories that are out there. Not the fan on there too. Oh my word. Imagine how heavy that is. My water bottle is just there for me to take a drink out of. They're not trying to do all this heavy lifting. I'm not packing them a bag to go to school. Like, it's just to drink water out of. It gets worse. Just wait. A mini duffel bag. Many things of regular sized products existed. Mini Tic Tacs? What? Okay, so I was going through the comments. That mini duffel bag is $150. $150 for that tiny bag. For your Stanley? No.
Amazon Stanley must-haves. This leak stopper comes in a set of 2 and keeps water from pouring out the top. Attach both pieces to the inside of the lid so you don't have to worry about spills next time your Stanley accidentally tips over. These nameplates are from a small business on Amazon and can be customized with up to 10 letters. These straws are made of glass and have a unique shape that helps prevent wrinkles when you drink out of them and make water taste so fresh.
You don't need one of these straws that reduce wrinkles. This is another video that I could do. Ways to reverse age, you know? Botox, straws like this. There's so many things I could mention. There's already so much pressure to reverse age. Just live your life. Life is too short to drink out of a straw like this. Just use a regular straw. It's really okay. Like, people getting Botox and stuff to reduce wrinkles, I can understand forehead wrinkles and such. Wrinkles from like smiling, I know it's called something like crow's feet. I find it adorable. And it's like, you really lived your life to the fullest. You've been smiling and laughing so much that there's little wrinkles under your eyes. That's so cute. And I have a Yeti cup that has a lid with a straw. And for a period of time, I was like too in my head to drink out of the frickin' straw because of videos like this.
I just got back from the nail salon and my nail tech literally looked at my cup and she was like, what kind of straw is that? Does no one else use these? The hole's right here and it's so you drink like this. But it's so you're not like pursing your lips. I'm someone who's so extremely aware of all the facial expressions I'm making. Maybe it's because I went through aesthetic school, I don't know. But like I never like raise my eyebrows, nothing. Anyways, this straw is an anti-wrinkle straw.
There was just a bunch of videos on TikTok going around on how you needed this specific straw to reduce wrinkles. So I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be drinking out of a straw. Who gives an F? Just drink out of the frickin' straw. It's fine. I don't know. It irks me. Like, does it bug you guys? Let me know.
These cups attach to the side of your Stanley lid so you have a perfect spot for your favorite dipping sauces.
Just put the dip on the counter, on the table. We do not need a dip tray. We don't need a dip tray on our water bottles.
They fit standard fast food sauces and come in a set of 2. This strap has a magnetic attachment that holds your cell phone. It can be used with a thin case, a MagSafe case, or even no case at all. It keeps your phone strongly secure.
Also, our cell phones are so dirty. Yes, you can clean them. Take a disposable wipe to them. Get the little device on Amazon that cleans your phone. Okay, you can clean your phones, but they are filthy.
I'm going to be testing to see which one out of the three of us has the dirtiest phone screen. I'm going to swab your phone to test how dirty it is. Look at those crusties. Swab, swab, swab. Okay, I've got the little swabby. And apparently phone cases have literally more dirt than toilet seats. I think I've swabbed it right, and now we're just going to put it back in its little cage. This is phone number 1. Results are in. Oh, you're not ready for this. I'm not either. First up, we have Sebs. Even though this man cleans his phone, apparently so, every day, which now I don't believe, this is his result. I have no idea what this is, but it is gross. Next up, we have Izzy's first phone. She's started to get some other little bits growing. This is actually even worse if we flip it around. It's actually 3D and it's growing things. There's like a fluffy bit here, and you've got a lot of different random bacterias. This one is like a coral, and they're all 3D.
Our devices are so disgusting. And you're gonna strap it onto your bottle, which your mouth goes near? No. No. I am a bit of a clean freak, I will admit, so that's just really gross to me. I just needed to say that. Also, like, that makes your bottle even heavier, so not for me.
Silicone strap slides onto the top of a tumbler and acts as a carrying strap. It makes it easier to carry and can even be attached to a bag.
It has a handle. Right there. Right there.
Snack tray comes with a lid so you can keep your snacks covered. It's dishwasher safe and slides right over the top.
We got the tray again. It's a must-have, y'all. Okay, these Stanley purses were actually the inspiration for this video, because in my previous video with the overconsumption, these were in it, and I was like, you're kidding. There's literal purses for these now? The Stanley isn't a purse, okay, but we're gonna make a specific purse for the Stanley. Here it is. Again with the water bottles. Okay, if you have like one of these, sure, nothing wrong with that. But I saw a girl, she had multiple. She had a lineup. She had one to match every single one of her Stanleys. This creator has a whole lineup. The waste of product, like why? Let's watch a restock of these purses. In the comments, a Stanley is reusable, so you only need one, not 6. Hope this helps. Now, I understand having multiple water bottles. That's not my issue. 6 of the same water bottle, like in this instance, you don't need 6 of them. I have 3 Yetis, but they're all different sizes. So they're for different uses. Like I have one without a handle and it's this size. I use that for my shakes, like protein shakes and such. Then I have one of this size. It's cute, fits easier into cup holders, easy to bring around, just a smaller water bottle. And then I have this honker because this is like the amount of water that I need in a day. And this has become my emotional support water bottle. I literally, I have a video in here that I was gonna include making fun of like some of the sizes of Stanleys.
Hey family, I'm here.
Hey family, I'm here.
Like, have you seen the size of these? I'm not even gonna judge that though, because I literally carry around a kettlebell. So I'm not judging that. Stay hydrated, girlies. Drink your water. I carry this honker around more than I carry my little guy around. Keeps me hydrated. It's a weapon if anyone tries me because I'm a 5'2" little shorty, okay? So this thing is gonna protect me. If anyone tries me, you're getting this whacked in the head. I originally got it because I was like, oh, this is what I need to drink in a day, so I'll pour it into a glass when I'm around the house. So I make sure that I'm drinking enough water throughout the day. And it genuinely has helped with that. So I do recommend, like, how long have you had your emotional support water bottle? I would like to know. I don't see the point of having 6 of the exact same water bottle. I don't get it. But 6 isn't even bad. Check this out. 5,000. Now they're not all Stanleys, but still, 5,000? How? How does one even fit that many in their house? That's insane.
Top tumbler accessories. This snack ring that crowns your Stanley for on-the-go bites. This wearable crossbody set for hands-free hydration on the go and protection from drops. This adjustable Velcro pouch that looks like a mini backpack for your tumbler made to hold your wallet and essentials in one spot. The absolute cutest straw covers.
You need a little Stanley for your Stanley.
To the handle, it holds your chapstick and key rings. And this cup bumper. My old tumbler started to chip, so the bumper muffles the slam sound when you place it down.
I get the little straw topper because it can be kind of gross having your straw exposed to the air at all times. I don't know, it just cracks me up that it's a mini Stanley on there. I don't know why. They just keep coming. There's so many. I just don't. Why so many? You don't need one to match every outfit. You just don't. She's pulling them out of the bottom too. Insane. It gets worse. How much does that all cost? Sheesh. And then people that don't want them anymore, they're just throwing them away and they end up in the landfill. A Stanley wall.
That I do not understand, it is overconsumption, and this is a prime example that I saw on the internet. Why would anyone actually need 30 to 40 to 50 of the same exact cup? This right here probably cost this person, what, $2,000? Imagine what else you could buy for $2,000.
Someone commented, I could pay off my car with your Stanley collection.
Like half of them still have the wrapper on them, so are we just buying $40 to $50 cups just to look at them, just to be able to say, look at my collection of water bottles? Pretty much. I think almost every one of these have a tag. They are brand new. Will she ever drink them? I can't fathom in this economy thinking that I need to spend thousands of dollars on a cup. Can someone explain this to me? Minus that people are just out of their mind and obsessed. You all are obsessed. So before you go and feel the need to buy your 3rd, 4th, or 5th Stanley Cup, ask yourself, is there something better that you could be spending that money on? Because I guarantee you there is.
It says there's 50 total. So if it's 50 and each one costs 60 for me anyway, in Canada there's $60. So 60 times 50, that's $3,000 in this video. $3,000 on water bottles. Why? Some people are just so obsessed with Stanleys. For example, she's putting things that don't need to stay cold or hot into these containers that hold hot or cold things to keep them that temperature. You could just put them in a container, like a regular container that doesn't cost this much, you know, just regular Tupperware. I think she likes Stanley, guys. It's so crazy to me. I don't see this type of energy for Yetis or Hydro Flask. Can we talk about those toppers? Because there's some crazy ones. I've seen whipped cream toppers for these Stanley Cups. This might be the only great thing about Stanleys. You know what? Maybe I would like a fried egg on my Stanley Cup.
This is a message for all my Stanley girlies. I want to know, can your Stanley do this? Can your Stanley do this?
Having my keys on my water bottle and making that sound would drive me nuts. That's like nails on a chalkboard for me. So no, my water bottle does not do any of that. Happily so. My water bottle is there to hydrate me, not hold all my shiz.
Can your Stanley do this? Size doesn't matter here.
You know what else it can hold?
I keep seeing videos about this Starbucks in a Stanley mug hack, and I thought, what else could I fit in my Stanley mug? The first thing I found was that it holds exactly 1 container of Ready Whip. Equally discreet and classy. Next, it can hold exactly 1 block of Tillamook cheddar cheese, sort of. And 1 microwavable mac and cheese. 1 chunk of bread for snacking on the go. Almost an entire bottle of Martinelli's. Cheers. It can also hold up to 4 apples, which cancel out the entire container of whipped cream you just consumed. And exactly 22 cookies to wash down all the apples. And best of all, it can hold a second Stanley, because just one isn't enough. I hope this is helpful.
It can hold a second Stanley. There you go. Incredible. Need that ASAP. Okay, and also like having your keys, your wallet, your ID, everything. What if you just happen to leave your water bottle somewhere? What if you happen to set it down and forget? Everything is with your water bottle now. For example, it happens, and all your stuff is gone with the water bottle. Nope, 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 can't do it. That would be devastating. Is there anything else I wanted to touch on? I think that's it. Oh. Are y'all seeing the lock screen? Are we seeing the lock screen? Those of you watching that have a Stanley, can we at least agree that this is a little too much?
I carefully peeled off the label on my Cosmo Stanley tumbler. The packaging was so cute I had to get it laminated. Then I rolled it up and tied it with a scrunchie and heated it with a blow dryer to form this shape. I added some glue dots to the back and now I can use my tumbler without messing up the label.
What? Do people actually do this? You can love your Stanley, that's great. I don't have any issue if you have a Stanley, 1 or 2 Stanleys, and you love those things to death. You use them all the time. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. But we're talking about like the overconsumption here. It's just insane. And like I said, these will likely be thrown out, end up in landfills, Goodwills.
This is your sign to get rid of all of your Stanleys because
Can we stop? Can we stop? What if we actually used our recyclable water bottles, what they're for, to be reused, and stopped making a new trending water bottle every 6 months? It's so annoying and it is so bad for the environment. Our planet cannot handle this level of overconsumption, and it's influencers and businesses like this that just make it so much worse. Just use what you have. It's not that hard.
Yep, that's the whole point of a water bottle. Like this creator made that video. Popped up the new trending bottles. It's just awful, the overconsumption that is happening. I saw she posted a video saying she didn't throw them away, she gave them away.
I did not end up throwing away my Stanleys because what we're going to do instead is be donating them to a local women's shelter. I have all my Stanleys and a bunch of other goodies in this bag as well as this bag, so we're gonna go drop it off.
It's still overconsumption, and throwing out the old that's not trending anymore and bringing in the new is just ridiculous. It's a water bottle. It's a water bottle. It's still good. Just because it's not trending or being talked about doesn't mean it's garbage or you need to replace it with the new hip stuff. Stanley users, some of y'all are crazy. Some, not all of you.
Hey Ashley, drinking water out of your Yeti? Oh, your Yeti doesn't have handles? Oh, even my Stanley has a Stanley.
Even my Stanley has a Stanley.
Oh, and you got the dupe. Does she sweat? Oh. A hydro flask. Oh, that's cute. Us Stanley girls, we have the Stanley wave. Here comes Jessica. Let's wave.
That's really how it feels. And this is how I'd be walking away from this video. That's enough about the Stanleys. I've been talking about Stanley Cups for an hour. I'm losing my mind a little bit over here. Don't take this too seriously, Stanley girls. Stanley, Hydro Flask girlies, Yeti girlies, I love you all. All for the entertainment, all for the giggles. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I always love to discuss the topics that I talk about down below. I love y'all so much, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!
Are y'all in line for the Stanley Cup too? I know, I can't wait. I've been in line since 4 a.m. on January 2nd. Yeah. No, sorry. January 2nd, 2021. God, this line is really filling out. I hope we get one, right? I called in a bomb threat, so that should clear a few people out. This 12-year-old girl is the only person in front of us. I know. I just told her both her parents died, and she's leaving now, so we're good. God, it feels like just yesterday that I missed my husband's funeral for this. You know I'm actually in labor right now? Yeah, I just keep pushing the baby back in so I don't have to get out of line. Wait, you're not in line for the tumbler? Okay, and you've seen it's pink, right? Let me know if you need anything. I have blankets, snacks, a loaded gun in case anyone tries to cut us. No, sir, back of the line, come on. Sorry, he's been here all morning because his son needs life-saving medication. It's like, yeah, we're all here for important reasons. The son's a great actor, though. He's been on the floor for hours. No, Mom, I can't. I'm still in line. Then find Dad a new kidney donor. You have a job? Okay. And it doesn't involve collecting stainless steel tumblers? Okay, what do you mean by that? How big's your collection? Oh, cute, nice. I had to rent out the entire state of Kansas to fit mine. Well, you know there's only 2 per person, right? And I wanted to get 600, so I have 300 wigs, and I'm just gonna keep coming back in. I'll tell you, when I drink water out of a glass now, I actively throw up, right? Because it needs to be in that stainless steel. Doors open in 10 minutes. Can you hold this while I get out my samurai swords? I just